Hi, I'm Tamara with Wyoming Dutch Oven Cooking. Welcome to our cooking channel and welcome to my kitchen. You know, I'd love to say that we're outside doing something wonderful and fun up in the mountains or in our backyard, but you know, it's still very hot and dry and they have all these rules that we cannot be outside burning or doing anything. But guess what? We're going to do something wonderful in our kitchen today. It is the end of the season. Summer's kind of winding down. This is the end of my rhubarb, and I'm going to do a wonderful rhubarb dish. It's going to be rhubarb and cherry crunch. Doesn't that sound absolutely wonderful? And I'm calling it the end of the season Rhubarb-Cherry Crunch. And the first thing I'm going to be doing here is mixing my crust. And I have all my stuff all out here, and what I have in here already is 1 stick of real butter, and then I'm going to be adding a cup of Quaker oats. And I love the old-fashioned Quaker oats. A cup of that, a cup of brown sugar, and a cup of flour. I'll mix that up real well. Press half of it in the bottom of my 10-inch Dutch oven that I have already. And I oiled this real well. It is already well seasoned, but I went ahead and oiled it because you do not want this to stick. So, and then I'll be showing you what else I'll be doing here. Okay, I put in my oatmeal, and now I'm going to add my brown sugar, and this will be 1 cup of brown sugar. This is a very easy crust to make. These are 1/4 cups, so that'll be 1 cup of my brown sugar, and then 1 cup of flour. We sure hope that you're enjoying this with us today. Of course, we would love it if you would subscribe, hit that like button, and share. Share with your family and friends. That would be absolutely wonderful. Give us some support. Help us with our channel here. And now I'm just going to mix this together with a fork. You don't have to use a pastry blender, but whatever your preference is. You just want this mixed up real well. Then I'm going to press half of this mixture into my cast iron Dutch oven here. This is one of my husband's favorite desserts because he loves cherries. He's not real fond of the rhubarb, but he'll eat it. Our next step is to kind of do part of the filling here. And what this is 1 cup of sugar, 1 cup of water, and 2 tablespoons of cornstarch, and a teaspoon of pure almond extract. And then I'm going to go ahead and put this over here on my stove and cook it till it kind of comes to a boil and thickens. And then I'm going to add my cherry pie filling and mix that up together real well. And just give me a few minutes and we'll get that done, and I'll show you the next step putting this together. Okay, this is 4 cups of my beautiful rhubarb. This is that strawberry rhubarb that's that really deep red that's all the way through. And I diced it, and I'm putting this on top of my crust. Oh, I bet you wished you were here to join us today to help eat this. Okay, and I spread this out evenly. And now what I'm going to do is I've got this nice and thick, my cornstarch and water and almond extract, oh my goodness, and of course my sugar. Now I'm going to go ahead and add a can of cherry pie filling. Then you mix this up together real well. And we've made this up in the mountains when we're up camping, and oh my goodness, is it wonderful. But like I told you, I guess my husband and I feel like we're on house arrest. We can't go out in the mountains and have our fires like we normally get to do in the summertime, but you know, you have to deal with what you have to deal with, and we're dealing with it. Okay, now I'm going to pour this over my rhubarb, and then we're going to bake this in the oven at 350 for 45 minutes. course, you do not put the lid on. So there we go. Now I'm going to put the rest of my crust on top. You just sprinkle this over here evenly. I also wanted to tell you that we have a website. It is Wyoming-ovencooking.com. If you go to that website, it's got a really nice user's guide that tells all the tips and care of taking care of cast iron, all kinds of cast iron. And there's a free recipe book, and there's some of our wonderful things that we love to cook with, spices, utensils, and what I'm doing here is adding a cup of nuts. I get to talking here. This is a cup of chopped walnuts, and you can use pecans also if you'd like, but I just happen to have some chopped walnuts today, so I'm going to put that on top, just sprinkle them evenly, and that was 1 cup. And if you go to the description below, the recipe is there, and it'll tell you all of the things that I put in here and how to bake it and everything. So right now I'm going to go ahead and turn my oven on at 350 and get it preheated. When it gets up to that, I'll put this in there and bake it for about 45 minutes. So we'll see you in about an hour. Doesn't this look absolutely wonderful? We would love it if you were here to join us and you could help eat this. Of course, it's way too warm to take up right now. It's still kind of bubbling, but we love to serve it, and we'll serve it with vanilla bean ice cream. Of course, if you watch our videos, you know that that is our favorite. And please subscribe, hit that like button, and leave a comment, and share. Please share our YouTube videos with your friends. We would really, really love that. And of course, our motto is great food shared with family and friends equals great times. Until we meet again, thank you.